right, so look, as things start to change and become a lot more serious for us here in America, I think those among us who are the most aware, the most intelligent, the most thoughtful, the most sensitive to information, these type of people are going to become more and more like the Joker every day, because they see and they are very aware of all of the corruption, all of the madness, all of the fucked up shit that is happening in this place. And just by being aware, just by being knowledgeable, just by having this information in your mind already makes you isolated from the masses of society who don't really know what's going on. And this separation, this isolation, this disconnection, at some point in time could turn into disillusionment. It could turn into radicalization. Because here you are, you have these people who don't want to fuck with society, who don't want to be involved with this bullshit because they know what's going on. They see what's happening. So they can try to stay to themselves and stay out the way. You know what I mean? But you don't think there's still thoughts brewing in there? You don't think these people are still feeling things? You don't think that all this shit out here doesn't bother them? So here you have these people who are tired of a society that values profit over people, that values spectacle over substance, that values conformity over critical thinking. And when you add this in with being disconnected, you create a Joker type situation where the only way to rebel is through the chaos. The only way to get the truth out is through the madness. You can't protest the traditional way in a society that rewards corruption and punishes truth. That's ass backwards, and you're not going to get anywhere. That's why the Joker was doing what he was doing. He was exposing the madness of Gotham City through his chaotic behavior. He was being like a mirror. He was saying, hey, look, you're saying I'm crazy, but this is what you do. I'm doing the same thing you're doing, but I'm crazy. That means you're crazy too. You know what I mean? I just really think as a response to the perceived hypocrisy of a place that rewards corruption and punishes justice, people will mentally revolt. People who are already disconnected will mentally revolt. And this will eventually lead to more nihilistic and more anarchic type thoughts, philosophies, actions, ways, and behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Now, for the people who ain't knowledgeable, for the people who don't have awareness, for the people who don't have certain information, I think it's just gonna go straight to madness. There's no genius behind the madness. That's just madness. That's a whole different thing. But I think for the people who actually know things and who are aware and can feel how fucked up this is, turning into the Joker would be a natural response to existing in this type of place under these types of conditions. You know what I mean? And is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I have to say, turning a whole lot of people into the Joker, taking a whole lot of people who are really smart and making them extremely opposed to the society, to making them extremely enthusiastic about expressing truth through madness and chaos, may not be a good thing for the society. I'm talking about the corrupt society. I don't think it'll be a good deal for those who are trying to keep this thing going. Nonetheless, it does seem like it will be an inevitable eventuality that the motherfuckers who know what's going on eventually just snap a little bit and just become 100% permanently mentally disconnected from this American matrix, and a form of self-preservation as a form of trying to fight for our own survival and maintain our own sanity. The only way we'll be able to express our truth and be is through the chaos. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.